Welcome back to Perks Recap. We are back at it again, hitting Carlos Santana for the first time in I don't know how long. I've only done a couple of Carlos Santana songs. I know of Carlos Santana. I know some of his songs as well, so that's one of the reasons why I don't do too much of him, because I do know him. I'm well aware of him, and I'm well aware of some of his songs, but this is one I don't know. This is Promise of a Fisherman, and in parentheses it says Borboletta. Not entirely sure what that is, but Promise of a Fisherman. I'm ready for this one. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe, because we are getting really, really close to 5,000 subscribers. That'd be a nice little milestone for us, and we're really close, so please help push us over the 5,000 subscriber mark. That would be really cool. Anyway, let's get ready for this one. Carlos Santana, Promise of a Fisherman. Oh, the drums. Oh. Speed. Oh man! go back 10 so we don't miss anything. There's nowhere to pause in this. What I'm just getting off of this from everything in this is fast, speed, the drums really fast, the keys really fast, almost sounds like a guitar. And the guitar, speed again, precision, just great musicians. I'm not sure who's in his band at this time. I'm not even sure what year this is. I'll get that information for the end. I do need to thank Brandon for the donation and the suggestion on this one. He waited a little bit for this one. That's my bad. I had some other reactions I had to do. I had some other donations and things like that. And this was a group of about 5 or 6 that he sent to me. This is the last one. I finally got to them all. It's been a little bit, so I want to thank him for his patience and waiting for this. But I should have gotten to this sooner because I really am enjoying this quite a bit. Instrumental, no lyrics, fine by me. Back 10. And let's resume. This is crazy. Oh man. Back 10 one more time. This will be the last time I pause. The song's almost over anyway. It changed a little bit there, the long drawn out guitar, and then it came back and it's a little bit more of like a structured song. It sounds a little bit more less, and I'm going to say chaotic, and I know that's kind of got like a negative connotation to it. Not a negative way at all. The beginning and the middle, yeah, kind of chaotic, but in all the best ways possible. This is more, it sounds more like a normal song structure, at least to me anyway. It sounds like it changed a little bit. Not a whole lot, just a little bit though. All right, back 10 one more time. That'll be it. Let's finish this one up. Yes. There you have it. Very, very interesting. Carlos Santana, um, Promise of a Fisherman, and Borboletta. I learned out that the album was called Borboletta. And that last, when that transition happened that I noticed, that actually is the second part of the song. It's actually a different track listing here for Promise of a Fisherman is track 11, and the final track on the album is called Borboletta. And we had both of them there. So it was, I think they kind of go together like some songs do. The personnel is kind of interesting here because there's a lot of personnel, but not all of them are on the same songs. So I'm going to give you the list of the people that are on these two songs that we just listened to. Now it's got Floro Purim on vocals for Promise of a Fisherman, but I didn't hear any vocals. And if there was maybe something was in the background or something I didn't catch. Jules Broussard on soprano and tenor saxophone, and also on Promise of a Fisherman. Obviously, Carlos Santana on both, on guitar. Tom Coster is on electric piano and on the Moog synthesizer, the organ. He's on a bunch of different things, but for this song, the only thing listed is Hammond organ for Tom Coster for this one. I'm assuming that he was on the keys, and the keys were very, very impressive. They were just as fast as everything else early on, for sure. We're going to go to Airto Morera on the drums for Promise of a Fisherman, and it just says percussion for Borboletta. So maybe not the specific drums. This is not the same drums on 11 as he was on 12. Again, 11 and 12 are Promise of a Fisherman and Borboletta. And then it also has Triangle listed for Promise of a Fisherman that he was on. And some vocals again. I didn't catch any vocals. Very interesting. Armando Peraza was on the congas. Definitely heard those. They were so I always get congas and bongos confused. I don't know why, but I'm glad they specifically list. Oh, well, he's on congas and bongos on this one. On track 11, Promise of a Fisherman, he's on congas and bongos. So I heard them. They were so fast, so good. Just, my goodness, everything about the first part of the song, Promise of a Fisherman, was all about the speed and precision. Just such good musicians. And that's going to do it for the personnel for those two particular songs. Like I said, there's a lot of other personnel for this album, but not everybody's on every song except for Santana, obviously. But my goodness, I couldn't be more impressed. I couldn't be more pleased with doing this one. So I want to thank Brandon once again for the suggestion and the donation. If you want to be like Brandon and donate, the information for Venmo and PayPal is in the description. So if you want to donate, I'll react to anything you want me to. Definitely would appreciate that. Definitely subscribe. We're on our way to 5,000. I know there's subscribers with 100,000 and 90,000, 80,000. That's not us. We're kind of we're kind of small time, but 5,000 would still be nice. I definitely would appreciate that. And again, Brandon, I want to thank him for his patience on this one. It took me a little bit to get to it. Normally doesn't take that long, as he knows, and it usually doesn't. But he gave me quite the list, and I had other things to get to in between, but we finally finished it up. Also in the description, don't forget the link to the original video that I reacted to is in there if you want to check that out. And check out the song, check out Santana, check out this album. Really, really good stuff. Santana, as I said before, he's got one of the most recognizable sounds, guitar sounds. Just the way he plays is very recognizable for me anyway. I can kind of pick it out. There's a few I feel the same way about Clapton. I kind of feel the same way now about Slash, as I'm sporting the Guns N' Roses t-shirt. I'm kind of feeling that way about him as well. Again, not in a bad way at all. It's just something I'm picking up on with each one of those individual players. Anyway, I'm rambling. Make sure you guys subscribe, like I said. Make sure you leave comments and likes. All that stuff is really good. I'm just trying to grow the channel as much as I can to get to that 5,000 plateau. That would be really cool. And don't forget about the podcast, PERK'S Recap Podcast, Me and Al do 2 NFL recap, NFL shows a week. And week 14 began, or week 15 began, but it just started. The rest, all the big Sunday matchups and Monday still coming up, so you can still check out our preview for the week. Definitely would appreciate that. Finally, thank you for sticking with me. And until next time, I will see you later.